Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am an English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the reading portion of Unit 2, that is, Me and My Habits. In this class, we shall be learning how to use a clock and how to read the time. So, let's begin. Alright, then, we are now going to start Unit 2, and under this section, we will be doing two things basically. The first one is we will find out how to tell the correct time. And another thing that we will be doing here is we will be reading a paragraph about Suresh Gurung. So these are the two things we shall be doing today. And the title of the whole unit is Me and My Habits. So that's the main idea, but under that, we shall be doing two different things. The first one is learning how to tell the correct time. In this section, I shall teach you how to look at a wall clock or any clock or watch and tell the correct time. And we'll also go and read a paragraph about Suresh Gurung and try to solve the questions, the comprehension questions that are given at the end of the book. I mean, at the end of the chapter, right? So let's begin. Okay, Me and My Habits, that's the unit's name. Now, under this section, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to look, listen, and say. So let's look at the first clock. I can even call it a watch. So if you look at this clock, you can see that the hour hand is pointing towards the number 6, and the minute hand is pointing towards the number 12. And this clock does not really have a minute hand. Sorry, the second hand, I mean. So as you can see, the hour hand is pointing towards the number 6, and the minute hand points straight towards the number 12. So it's 6 o'clock. And the question is, what time do you get up? You can respond to that as, I get up at 6 o'clock. Okay, repeat after me, please. Let's try this. Let's practice. What time do you get up? I get up at 6 o'clock. Let's do it one more time. What time do you get up? I get up at 6 o'clock. All right. Let's look at the second clock. The hour hand seems to be pointing somewhere between the number 6 and 7, whereas the minute hand is pointing towards the number 6 quite directly. So it's 6:30, as you can see, because the hour hand is somewhere between 6 and 7, and the minute hand is pointing towards number 6. So it's 6:30. And the question is, what time do you do your homework? I do my homework at 6:30. Repeat after me, please. What time do you do your homework? I do my homework at 6:30. Okay, if you look at this clock now, the hour hand seems to be pointing towards number 9, and the minute hand is pointing towards number 12. So it's 9 o'clock. What time do you have lunch? I have my lunch at 9 o'clock. Let's do it one more time. What time do you have lunch? I have my lunch at 9 o'clock. And let's look at this clock. The hour hand is pointing slightly towards number 10, but it's not exactly number 10. And the minute hand is pointing towards number 9, so it's 15 minutes to 10. And we can even say it 9:45, or you can say 15 minutes to 10 or quarter to 10. Let's try this one. What time do you go to school? I go to school at 9:45. What time do you go to school? I go to school at 9:45. Okay, let's look, read, and write now. As you can see, so this This is a clock. I mean, the representation of a watch. It looks like a wristwatch to me, as you can see it, a pin to round off the time. So when something is pointing towards 12, it's called o'clock. If this minute hand points towards number 1, it's 5 minutes past or 5 past. If it points to number 2, 10 past or 10 minutes past. If it points to number 3, you can call it a quarter past. If it is pointing to number 4, you can call 20 minutes past. If it's pointing to number 5, you can say 25 minutes past. If it's pointing to number 6, you can say half past 6. What time do you usually get up in the morning? I usually get up in the morning at 6:30. If the minute hand is pointing towards number 7, it's called 25 to. So if it is 6:35, we say 25 minutes to 7, right? If the minute hand is pointing towards number 8, it's 22. If it is pointing towards number 9, it's quarter to. What time do you have lunch? I have my lunch at quarter to 12. That means 11:45. If the minute hand is pointing toward number 10, it's 10 to or 10 minutes to. If it's pointing toward number 11, it's 5 minutes to. What time do you reach home? I reach my home at 5 minutes to 4. That means 3:55. So that's the way we read clocks and tell the correct time. Okay, let's write these times in words now. The first one is done for you. 7, so you say 7 o'clock because it's exactly the, o'clock. Now 6:45. If it's 6:45, you say it's quarter to 7. So you say it's quarter to 7. That's how you say it. 12 o'clock. So you can say 12 o'clock, or you can even say it's midday. 11:15. So you can say it's quarter past 11. 8:30. So 8:30, it's half past 8. Right? So this is how you can tell the time. Write 6 sentences from the table. One is done for you. So one example is done. It's quarter past 6. Let's look at this table. The major question, prime question is, what time is it? So you can say it's 5 to 6, or you can do a many number of combination. It's like, a fun thing to do. You can try something like this. It's 5 past 7. So you can try any number of combination. You can even say it's 20 to 3, right? So you can do as many combinations as possible. One example is done for you. It's quarter past 6. Likewise, you can write it's 25 past 4. And what's that? 25 past 4 means it's 4:25, right? It's quarter past 6. So quarter past 6 is 6:15. So likewise, you can make as many sentences as possible. In fact, you only have to make 6 sentences, and I've done 2 for you. One was done by the book, the author of the book, and second one I did it just for you. So 4 more are left to do, and which you will indeed do as a homework. Now don't make that face. I know you don't like homework, but it's all right. It's a very easy one. So 4 questions for your homework. Wait, we still have to study a paragraph about Suresh Gurung, remember? So let's do that. Okay, read and answer. Who is a football player? So that's the question. We will find out who the football player is. My name is Suresh Gurung. I am 11 years old. I am tall. I've got dark curly hair. As you can see in the picture, he's got a dark curly hair. I look smart in my school uniform. I wear pants and shirt at home. I don't like shorts. Neither do I. So this would be I'm a good football player. I practice every day. I get up at 6 o'clock every morning. I go jogging. My friend Anush also comes along with me. I get back home at 7 o'clock. Then I study for 2 hours. Wow. So I really like his routine because he studies for 2 hours How many hours do you study, by the way? I get ready for school at 9:30. I cycle to school. My school starts at 10 o'clock. I return home at 4:30. Then I have some snacks and do my homework. I sometimes visit parks with my friends. I help my father with his work on Saturdays. I also help my mother in the kitchen. They love me very much. So this seems to be his hobby, which is something which you normally do when you have free time. And who is a football player? Of course, Suresh Gurung is the football player. Alright, so now that we have studied about Suresh Gurung, we know something about his daily life, his daily routine. Let's solve some comprehension questions now. Now this is the first question. Read the text again and take the right answer. Suresh has got. Of course, he's got a curly hair and it's a very easy question. Let's move on to another question. So as you can see, there are some more questions. Does he wear pants? Yes, he does, because he doesn't like wearing shorts. There's another question also. Does his friend go jogging? Sure, because his friend Anuj also comes jogging with him. So yes, he does. Does he wear shorts? Nah, he doesn't, because he doesn't like shorts. Yes, he likes wearing pants mostly. Okay, now we've come to the question answer section, so let's try solving some more questions. The first one is, what time does Suresh wake up? And the answer to that question is, what time? So Suresh, you'll answer like this. These are the answers. In fact, gets up at 6 o'clock every morning. You can even add every morning. Does he play football? Yes, he does. Or you can write yes, he does, or yes, he plays football. What is his friend's name? His friend's name is Anuj. There are two more questions and very easy. When does his school start? His school starts at 10 o'clock. Yes, his school starts at 10 o'clock. Another question is, how does he help his mother? By doing some chores in the kitchen. Right? Let's read an act now. Sudeep. This is Sudeep, by the way, and this is Deepa. So let's find out what they are talking about. Sudeep, when do you get up every morning? Deepa, I get up at 7:30. And what about you? I get up at 6 o'clock. Why do you get up so early? I go for a morning walk. Where do you go? To the riverside. Wow, that seems interesting, right? A morning walk to the riverside is the most fantastic thing you can ever imagine doing early in the morning. That also at 6 o'clock in the morning. So this is how you can read and respond and act with your friend. Now it's time for me to give you some homework. Okay, time for some homework. And your homework is going to be this one. You've got to, find the words from the story and fill these blank spaces. The first one, clothes worn by children at school. Even some hint is given for you. Some hints are given for you, yes. Work set by teachers to do at home, running slowly and stately. And the last one is get back. So these are the phrases out of which you've got to find the words that match. And you've got to fill up these blank spaces. With this, we've come to end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding these video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.